Ladies and gentlemen, after a smidgen of a delay regarding this coming out, welcome back to Nottingham Forest Career Mode. It is Season 2, it is Episode 17, and yes, we're back, we are here. It is time to kick off Season 2 with another live commentary episode because the last one was very easy to do. And the fact of the matter is, this one's mostly going to be about transfers. This is going to be a very boring episode. I'm going to put that out there right now. You can see a matchup in 2 days, but it's international tournament. I don't give a shit about it, and I'm going to sim it. So, the objective for today is to do stuff regarding transfers. As you can see, we just got one for Wellenruth off PSG. Oh, let's reject that, shall we? Top spiff. So, it's going to be a lot of that, and we got, I have a post-it note of people we need to buy with the financial takeover money. It can be a minimum of about 8-ish, maybe 7. Maximum of about 12 or 13. So we could be buying a starting lineup over the summer. We got 35 million to do it with, and who knows? We may have to sell someone for a bit of them extra squids. So, yeah, it was kind of going to be him who I was always going to do a thing for first. It's been a request for a little while off of a you-know-who. How much is he worth? 10k a week. I'll go with 5. That's a good guess. That's a good solid guess off the bat, and we'll see what happens from there. Alright, this is I can't remember where I found. No, I found him on a different career mode. He is very, very good, is Mr. Daily Sinkraven. And I do really think he is. And I forgot to say this as well as I said in the offer. Next season we're gonna change up the formation. We're gonna play 3 different formations maybe, and I'll show you them now, just to kind of get the gravitas. So the 4-1-4-1 isn't going to work in the Prem, because the attacking thing is just not going to happen with that one striker being so far up the pitch on his own. So we either play a 4-2-3-1 narrow with 3 cams, a 4-2-3-1 wide, or in a game where we desperately need to do some sort of attacking, we'll probably do a 4-3-3. Be it a holding, flat, defend, one of the two. We'll do a 4-3-3, except that one, because that one's an awful 4-3-3. But we're going to go between those 3 formations as time goes on, because the 4-1-4-1 is solid, but the gap between the midfielders and the attacker is just too big for there to be a prominent attacking threat, especially since this season we are, for sure, relegation candidates, unless we can do something to save the team. Oh, an offer for Velios. Bye-bye. Shit. Oh, you sluts. 8.5 million. Fuck. The things that have to be done. And another offer for Wellenruth from Leipzig. Wow, it is not a surprise that Leipzig would try and buy a good young youth player, because, Leipzig, they've got an old team, don't they? Dicks. Thank you, Ajax, for having a bit of common sense. Definitely important first team player is going to be Daily Sinkraven. First proper cam we've got on the go. Woo! I mean, with a name like Basagikoglu, you've got to go for him. And also, as well, out of the people who we can scout in this position, out of the few that we've got, he would fit in best with Villalba, because we've got those 3 but their stamina is lacking, and also they're a little bit expensive, and he's cheap and hopefully going to be good. See, I'm thinking tactically. There you go, you can watch me sim a game against Panamo and get raped, because this team has not lost in their group yet. Woo! Never mind. We're going to the semi-finals of the European International Cup. Give me more money. Oh, fuck off with Wellenruth offers. What? Yeah, Middlesbrough. That's a genius idea. Let me just give you to a shit team, and we're pretty sure we're relegated. 1 million, baby. We can sign Messi. All right, now into offers with Villalba. This one's going to be a bit difficult, isn't it? Because I'm going to say important. He's going to be like, no, I want crucial. I want a bigger role than what you're offering. Despite the fact that I have that big name guy possibly on his way soon. Oh, surprise, surprise, Villalba wants crucial. That's my worry. This is going to be a worry then. You better be worth it. Just saying. Oh, please let us pick up Daily St. Graven first in that case. Woo! First signing of the season. Daily St. Graven is now a Forest player. We got his contract sorted, signed a top player. Goalkeeper, we don't play, can piss off over to Newcastle. But we've got St. Graven, and I've kind of run out of songs and big name guys declared the offer. Alright, just to show you what we're working with Daily St. Graven, there's his stats. He's quick for a cam, which is always good. Good ball control, good passing, good dribbling. That dribbling stat is looking mighty fine. And then, you know, you get to here. Can play on the left wing, which is really going to be good heading forward. And yeah, as you can see, we don't have any players right now because I sold a lot of them and the contracts ran out as well. So we've got interesting times going on. We're trying to buy a lot of new players. This is going to be probably one of the more ambitious offers of the season to try and get El Nene in, because he's, you know, he's worth the 6.5 million that we have to pay for him, but 71 grand a week. That is a big chunk of our wages going away there. But we'll see what's going to happen regarding that. Hopefully before this International Cup game. No, we're not going to get any offers of anyone. We just got a press conference. Yeah, boy. Let's praise Osborne, because he's the man right now. Oh my god, we've won a cup. This is absolutely phenomenal scenes. Well, that was the debut of the 4-2-3-1 formation, and we won a cup with it. So I think it's going to be a success moving forward. There we go. We got 2 new signings on the way. We got a big name who was just signed, along with his competition for the season, Hector Villalba. That is 2 good signings made right there, I hope, and we'll see what they look like in just a moment. So we're going to start off with big name. I'm eventually going to learn his name, but for now he's big name. Fast, decent enough stamina for a right winger, and as you can see, decent enough stats. He's young as well, so we got a lot of work to build him in. 4-star weak foot. The bottom one doesn't mean shit to me. Medium high though, which is really going to bring into question regarding his 71 stamina, and he's also an acrobat. Now we go to Villalba. He is fast as shit, but and 1 stamina worse, so everything should be okay. But they good stats, but they right mid, medium, 4-star weak foot, speedster acrobat. This was actually a good signing. So there we go. We've got a little bit of strength now on that right, with him never playing a game again in his life. But as we can see, things looking good. We've got St. Graven there. We've got the 2 new right mids. All that we're really requiring is one in the everywhere else position except goalkeeper. This is going to be fun. Arsenal did accept the El Nene offer, but oh, 70k a week. And I know he's going to want crucial. That's the other main issue, is with a wage like that, he's going to want to be a crucial first team player, because if Villalba wants to be crucial, he's going to want to be crucial, which is bringing into questions regarding that, but I'll have to take the risk, because honestly, El Nene, I used him in FIFA 15 anyway in a different career, and he was pretty damn good. So hopefully he'll be the same in this one, but I want to train, I want to train St. Graven, or I want to train big name. Oh no, I'll train Villalba. I didn't realize he was younger. You can have that one, because obviously we need to get to work on your stamina, do the thing. But where was I? Yeah, El Nene is going to be a key signing for this season. It now comes to the question of what do I do heading forth with Lansbury, because I know I want Grojic to be a CDM. That is kind of what Grojic comes across as to me. Lansbury, however, oh shit, we got him. So there we go. But Lansbury, to me, I don't know what he comes across as. You know, does he strike me as a? No, you're not getting his spot. Does he come across as a CDM, or can I play him at cam? I don't really know. I mean, we'll take a look at El Nene right now. Got really good, solid stats there. 92 stamina, which means I know I'm going to be able to play him in a lot of games this season. You know, good all-around stats. Can play as centre mid, and basically everything I need from a CDM. But look at Lansbury here. I mean, he's got roughly the same stats, except he can play cam, and Grojic can also play cam, but he strikes me as more of a CDM. So this may be an issue going forward, I don't know, but right now, I kind of want, when the 4-2-3-1 narrow comes in, I do want to start playing Lansbury in at cam, because that just seems like it would make sense. Am I being stupid, or am I being sensible? I have no idea. Alright, another player to sign. This will actually be one that we're finally going to make a signing in centre-back for. Miazga, who again I've used on a different career mode, and I know he's good. And while we're here, I'm also going to send in an offer for Bergwijn. I have no idea how to pronounce his name right now. Yeah, but we're going to send in an offer for these two guys because, well, Miazga's going to be a key centre-back, and Bergwijn can play secondary left mid to Ben Osborne. So that's the way I'm looking at that. See, I'm thinking. Well, I just completely forgot to talk about that bit, but we have Bergwijn. I think it's Bergwijn, isn't it? That's how you pronounce them kind of names. I'll find out moving forward. Anyway, stamina's a bit of an issue, but he's going to be playing second fiddle for most part to Ben Osborne anyway. So it's just going to be who can go up the ratings quicker battle between these two. Osborne currently on 74 rated, but a 23, whereas Bergwijn, one of the two, is 72 rated and 19. So it's going to be a competitive time between those guys, and I only just realized we're only a few days away from our first game of the league, and I don't know how long me talking will count as an episode, so we may have to include a game. Oh boy. Oh no. An offer in for Nicholas Bentner. Oh boy. 2.6 million is obviously not enough for the Lord himself, but I am willing to let Bentner go. I'm going to be ambitious with Cologne. 4 million. 4 million, Cologne. Let's see. Well, that gives me a lot of faith. Despite the signings we've made already, we were predicted 20th. We're predicted flat bottom. This is interesting, with Asambalonga being our key player of the season. Well, he is pretty much going to be the #1 striker, but I wouldn't expect him to be key player. I would have expected possibly Lansbury to come up in that one. Interesting. Alright, Miazga signs at the perfect time. We are 2 days away, I should say, from the first game of the season. I don't know the length of this episode right now, but I'm going to include it anyway because that just seems a little bit right. So we'll go with that. Anyway, Miazga, let's take a look at his stats before we head into this first game against who I've just discovered. There you go. Good stats there. Obviously, the only stats we care about here are standing and slide tackle. Good enough. Blah, 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 blah. Right. We have made quite a few good signings in this episode so far, which is good because we've got Chelsea in 3 days. Welcome to the Premier League. And Cologne will only send 2.9 million in for Lord Bentner. 3.7. There you go. That's my counter offer. I'm going to make Bentner go for more than he's worth. You don't have a stellar season like Nicholas Bentner did last year and only go for 2.9 million. That just doesn't happen around here. Alright, let's kick things off. Let's do it for this episode. We're going to finish off by taking on Chelsea. I have not much faith. To clear up a few things, there was, of course, for some of the people you put down and didn't buy, either they were kind of weak recommendations or they would have just eaten away at the transfer budget, like I saw Kazri there. Would have loved to have signed Kazri if he didn't cost us around 21 million, which, you know, would have left us with 14 million left. So some signings had to be pushed away. There was, who else was there? There was people like Christensen, who's there actually, who is playing. I would have signed him as well, but obviously he was going to eat away both in the transfer. I think he was like 11 million and then like 90k on wages because he's a youth player. So that got me, so that is why quite a few people haven't been signed. But some of the more realistic suggestions, like of course Villalba, and that's kind of the only suggestion I've gone with, I've just realised. But yeah, that one made sense. Here's the lineup. You can see it's the 4-2-3-1 wide we're going to try with today. I think it's 3 players making their debut, and then 2 on the bench, including Marko Grujic, because I'm going to try Lansbury out of CDM in this game and hope he doesn't let me down. ProJaked looking on at his team there. He knows his first game in charge is a big one. Chelsea, I don't know where they came last season, but it is a giant game. They're playing John Obi Mikel, so you know this game means the shit. They've got Aubameyang on the bench and Hazard and David Luiz. They're just going to treat us like bitches, aren't they? They're genuinely just going to slap us in the face, treat us like they're bitch, and then bring on Hazard to rape us once we're done. Right, with that settled, It's time to get this season underway on here, trying to get something going against Chelsea. I know this is going to be so difficult to break them down. Osborne already losing the ball to Willian, looking to try and get a break going. This is genuinely, if we can hold on for a 0-0 draw, this would be one of the results of the season, in my honest opinion. Last year with, you know, in FIFA 16 with Fulham, we were able to somehow get up to third in our first season, but this time I just don't see it. You know, FIFA 17 is much more realistic this year, and I think it would honestly be very lucky if we got higher than, like, you know, mid-table. If we got in the top 10, that would be astounding. But we got an attack going. Villalba, not a bad first shot. Begovic though, not really going to trouble him. Whipped in by Lansbury. El Nene's not there.
Trying to find an opening, not panicking.
It's Sincgraven! Oh my God! Daly Sincgraven with his first shot in a Forest shirt opens up the scoring 11 minutes in. Wow! That was just an ambitious strike, to say the least, and it ends up going in the back of the net. What a goal to kick things off this season. We are defeating Chelsea right now. Nice little header there. Asamoah plays off to Sincgraven, who just hits it with his left foot and beats Begovic with it. Genuine surprise. Look at the shot. In between the two Chelsea players, Begovic was nowhere near there. He gave himself more trouble than it was worth. And Sincgraven, the first signing we made, opens up the scoring. I and Papa ProJaked are immensely happy with that one. Chelsea are in a threatening position here with Willian. They could go all the way. They're stumbling and fumbling, but we didn't clear it away. Oh my word, Christensen. What was that? Alba finds it to Sincgraven. Could get an attack going just as quickly as... No, that was an awful idea. Oh, he's fumbled it! Oh, wow. Never mind. Genuine chance at 2-0 there. I can't believe Begovic fumbled that. And then Asamoah goes and does that. Ouch. Oh, they're through. Christensen tests Wellenreuther for the first time this game. Chelsea corner now. Anything big to come of it. Crossed in by Willian. Falls right to El Nene. Falls right to Costa. Off the framework. And Lehigh with a big clearance there. Had to at that stage. Asamoah with the with an awful pass there. Could have been a counter-attack. Stop there. El Nene with a strong tackle. And never mind, it's all shut down. Very strong moment there. Costa with a good shot. Threatening us there. Doesn't look like Chelsea are done either. Marcos Alonso in a lot of space. Plays it off to... He plays it into Costa! There you go. Had to come eventually. Diego Costa equalizes the scoring for Chelsea. Nice pass in play here. It's Pasalic, Marcos Alonso, right in front of Wellenreuther, falls to Costa. And look at that as well. Costa could have just booted it at Wellenreuther and hoped that it would have hit him and gone in, but no. Beautifully put into the left-hand side, and that makes it 1-0 heading into half-time. Strong tackle there now. Asamoah looking to try and make a run, maybe. He sees Villalba in a lot of space there out on the wing. Plays into Villalba now. Good chance. Villalba! Oh! Good run from him there, but Begovic looked like he had him locked down and ready to save that from the moment he shot it. Nice run here. Good little play in front there by Asamoah. I don't really know what to call it, but the shot easily saved. Now we have a corner as on comes... oh shit. So despite how well he's played in his first game, Sincgraven's stamina is lacking a little bit, so I'm going to have to bring him off and bring on Grojic, moving Lansbury up into that cam position, and now Grojic will play down at CDM. But yeah, great debut there from Daly Sincgraven. Very impressed with his performance, and I hope we get more of that heading forward. Osborne, El Nene, Villalba, strong opportunity. Oh my, oh, what a shit goal. What an absolutely awful goal there. Aspilicueta just kept on fumbling in the box. Begovic was nowhere near. Well, he was just watching, to be fair. And Hector Villalba in his debut. Look at that. Begovic is so stunned. He's frozen. He's actually frozen in place. Let's just take a look at this. So Villalba and Aspilicueta, you can argue that this is absolutely awful football, and then that's Begovic's attempt at saving it. That is actually dreadful. But we're leading. We're leading again. I love it. Delightful. Sambalonga now. You can see Villalba onside. Villalba. It's dangerously close to being 3. He has not. He's had a great second half here. He's really pressuring the Chelsea net, and he almost did it. He almost had another one to his name then. What an opening day this is going to be for us heading forward in the season. 2-1 win over Chelsea. It is incredible that we pulled that off there. 2 goals from 2 debutants. St. Graven with the much better goal of the 2. Should have in a way been 1-1, but no, it ends 2-1 after Azpilicueta just kind of threw away the game, and Chelsea then after that they didn't bother attacking, to be fair. They were just kind of passing it around the midfield, and very odd to see that, but there we go. It ends 2-1 to us. What an opening day it was. Genuinely incredible to get the home win here against Chelsea. I'm feeling a little bit more confident heading forth now, especially with the signings performing how they did. Well, I'm going to go right into the table to finish off this episode. It's been a weird day. Look at some of the games played today. Manchester United and Chelsea losing their games. Brighton and Newcastle losing both their games. Looks like they lost them 2-0. No. Brighton lost theirs 3-1 to Watford, so there you go. But there's the table after the first day of the season. Of course, it really means nothing, but it is a great way to start off. 2-1 win. Very impressive performances from St. Graven and Villalba. Happy that they did as they did. They actually both of them tied for man of the match, but it went to Villalba because he was still on the pitch at the end of the game. So happy with the performance. Hope we can get more of this going forth, and I still think that we may need 1 or 2 more additions in order to have a solid team heading forward into the season. But there we go. We'll see how things go heading forward. That is going to end this episode of Career Mode. Thank you guys for watching. I will hopefully see you on Saturday for a new episode. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.